everybody?
What up, everybody? And welcome back. Welcome back to the next episode of
Don't do that.
Don't Do That.
Right here on 16 TV
And
and
16 TV too.
16 TV too. So, oh, and before I start, I just want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Hey, subscribe. All right,
Oh
I
yeah,
am
new subscribers. We got like 7 new subscribers in the last couple of days on the main channel. And I think 10 new subscribers
at least
on
a little bit more than
16
that. I'm
TV
at
too.
$2.99 on 16 TV too. I know that doesn't seem much to a lot of y'all, but that is a lot for me because I didn't start really using the platform and for about a
not
couple
that long
months.
ago, yeah. So is moving right along.
Right on up there, almost to 300. So I thank you guys again for your support.
And
it
your
is greatly
engagement.
appreciated.
Yes.
I am worried though about one of my fans out there. I have not seen that poor boy in so long. Wise Roach, where you at, bro? I'm kind of worried. Where you been? You've been MIA. I miss kind of talking with you.
I think that maybe is it possible that he discovered that what we've been saying is true?
And he has no ammo? Possibly, yeah. There's a possibility.
A lot of people have jumped the fence.
I mean, you have Candace Owens, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, Christ, right down to little baby Nick Fuentes.
I'm not fans of any of them, but even Ben Shapiro has been
right. Like,
shout out to Jonathan Majors because he had a crazy fall on that film that him and Ben Shapiro are doing, and I hope he's okay.
Really?
He had a fall. It doesn't seem like it's anything fatal or anything, but he definitely fell out on the set, fell out of one of the windows.
Just fell, huh?
I have to see the footage again. I only saw it.
I don't like Ben Shapiro, so I don't trust Ben Shapiro. I don't trust any of them, so there could be. I mean, you know how people are. Some people don't like to give the paycheck up, though.
This is true.
So
it was actually me this time, wasn't it?
I believe so, but before we get to going, it's called Pink Champagne. Okay. Cheech and Chong, House of Dank.
That is the spot. Okay.
All right. So Pink Champagne, Cheech and Chong. Rock and roll, babe. Rock and roll.
All right. Now, we're going to say, is this what you voted for, which is a longer one, or should I go with the Green Mile?
Ooh.
Let's go with the Green Mile.
Let's go with the Green Mile because I was today's year old, actually. Year old.
Now, there was a person in one of the comments to one of my other posts with this subject matter that was very disenfranchised, and he said, no, it was a book by Stephen King. And I said, yeah, that may be true, but the story that the book was derived from, although it had alterations to it, was the story of one George Stinney Jr., 14-year-old boy who was 90 pounds, soaking wet, 5'1", and was...
What the actual fuck happened here?
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, I'm sorry.
There was... George Stinney Jr. was 14 years old, 90 pounds, 5'1", soaking wet, 90 pounds, wrongfully accused of killing 2 white girls in Jim Crow, South Carolina. Now, the funny thing about it was, when you look at Michael Clark Duncan, this guy had the physical stature to play that big, overpowering dude. And then, he was also chosen for the role to play Wilson Fisk. And any of my comic book fans out there know, if you're playing Wilson Fisk, you got to be a big dude.
You got to be a big motherfucker.
Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, is a big dude. And if you watched Daredevil, the Ben Affleck Daredevil, then you know Michael Clark Duncan was a big dude. Now, no lawyer, no parents present, no evidence, just a confession after hours alone with the police. Now, this is a 14-year-old boy back in Jim Crow South. You do the math. You do the math. All right, so Hollywood stole the story, produced the Green Mile, and replaced a 90-pound 14-year-old boy with Michael Clark Duncan, a man whose physical prowess, as I said, allowed him to play the role of Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin. Just so America would be able to digest the story without having to confront its checkered past. Now, the real George was convicted in one day. One day. And he was so small that he had to sit on a Bible in the electric chair just so he would be able to wear the crown on his head so they could put him to death. And when they did this, the mask slipped and you were able to see the young boy's crying face, tears in his eyes as he was put to death in one day with no evidence, no parents there to see him off, nothing.
Here, and let me
That's
go ahead
the
and
true
give you,
story of the Green Mile.
And let's not forget too that in December, not until December 16th, it's weird, so be careful at the end part. December 16th of 2014, by Judge Carmen T. Mullins, his conviction was vacated. Because, as he said, you may have well said that he didn't have no lawyer. Because they didn't represent him for shit. They didn't give out any proper representation and was fundamentally flawed.
He was just guilty. He was guilty.
He was guilty because he was black.
Flat out.
All right. He was black. That's why he was guilty. An all-white jury. Because it went arrested March 24th, 1944. Trial date, April 24th, 1944. Sentence, death by electric chair. Execution date, June 16th, 1944. Conviction vacated December 16th of 2014. Why does it take how long? Why does it take so long for us to finally admit or vacate something that should have been vacated a long time ago? Why, whenever you have
Emmett Till all over again.
You have Emmett Till's helpful murderous bitch that lied.
And admitted she lied.
And admitted that she lied years later. She was already on her deathbed. Why does she get to have a chance to have a nice, peaceful fucking death? People like that don't deserve to die happy. I don't care how old they are. You took that shit to your motherfucking grave, and holy cow, the wind just blew everything off my table over there.
It was spectacular. You should have seen it.
It was beautiful, but pissed me off. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is that we wait so long to either exonerate those that we know are innocent, and this is in the black community, and you see it all the time. You see it when it comes to the city or the state having to pay black families for cops murdering their children or their family members.
Exoneration level is almost as high
because when you pay somebody money,
incarceration level.
Like, hey, don't worry, we're not gonna, sentence the people that murdered your child, but we're gonna give you money for it though, because they're guilty, but we want you to just shut the fuck up. Here's some money. The taxpayers will take care of you. While this murderous, rampageous piece of shit gets to keep his job or go to another fucking county.
And we won't even mention the horror that he caused you and your family when he goes somewhere else, because we want him to be able to keep a job.
Exactly.
We don't want to disgrace him with the truth.
God forbid, you guys. Anyways. So, as we know, things did not go very well in Pakistan. All right. Iran stays 10 toes down on fuck you, this ain't your land, fuck you, this is our oil. We don't care if this is quote unquote international waters, because if it was international waters, United States wouldn't try to fucking control it. Because every time the United States goes to liberate somebody, all you fucking idiots decide to do is forget what the other country may have.
They never asked the question, what do they have
20%
that we could use
of the world's oil.
And is that the reason that they're being liberated?
20% of that. I mean, you can act like 20% is not a lot.
It's a lot.
But take 20% of the world that uses oil. That goes through the strait. Let's just not even mention everything else that goes through that strait. America wants to run that.
They want to run everything.
So
what else is new?
Of course, he ends up unleashing a furious tirade on the internet with his massive old man Twitter fuck fingers.
Again.
Because President Donald Trump unleashed a furious tirade on Sunday after collapse of talks with Iran. In a pair of lengthy posts on Truth Social, Trump claimed the meeting went well between the U.S. delegation led by Vice President. But ultimately, Trump said that Iran is unwilling to give up its nuclear ambitions. Why should they? Why? Are you telling Israel to give up their stuff as well? Same restrictions that you're giving Iran, are you giving them to Israel as well?
No, because
no, of course you're not. Of course,
got it bent over for Bibi.
Of course, this is what our commander-in-chief of tortellinis had to say. Not filled with cheese either. Iran promised to open the Strait of Hormuz, and they knowingly failed to do so. This caused anxiety, dislocation, and pain to many people and countries throughout the world.
Lies.
They say they put mines in the water. Probably not a lie. Even though all of their navy and most of their mine droppers have been completely blown up. Lies. They may have done so, but what ship owner would want to take the chance? Yeah, because they told you to fuck off every time. There is great dishonor and permanent harm to the reputation of Iran and what's left of their leaders, but we are beyond all of that. As they promised, they better begin the process of getting this international waterway open and fast.
Didn't we see something on social media where they were letting people through that they like?
Yeah. That
just not the assholes that are talking shit. Yeah.
Us.
Aren't they letting through who they want to let through?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, every law in the book is being violated by them.
Really?
Pot calling the kettle black a little bit?
There you go.
My God.
Yeah.
All right. I have been fully debriefed by Vice President J.D. Vance, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, and Jared Kushner.
Is that the same Vice President J.D. Vance that called Trump Hitler before he crossed over to the dark side?
Absolutely, sure did.
Okay.
Now, on the meeting that took place in Islamabad, sorry guys, through the kind and very competent leadership of Field Marshal Asim Munir and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif of Pakistan. They are very extraordinary men and continuously thank me for saving 30 to 50 million lives in what would have been a horrendous war with India. I always appreciate hearing that. The amount of humanity spoken of this incomprehensible. The meeting with Iran began early in the morning and lasted throughout the night, close to 20 hours. I could go into great detail and talk about much that has been gotten. But there is only one thing that matters. Iran is unwilling to give up its nuclear ambitions. In many ways, the points that were agreed to are better than us continuing our military operations to conclusion. But all of those points don't matter compared to allowing nuclear power to be in the hands of such volatile, difficult, unpredictable people.
Is that the pot calling the kettle black again?
Yeah.
Okay.
My three representatives, as all of this time went by, became, not surprisingly, very friendly and respectful of Iran's representatives, Mohammed Boghard. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna
Butcher.
butcher your guys' names. But that hasn't been because that doesn't matter because they were very unyielding as to the single most important issue. And as I have always said right from the beginning and many years ago, Iran will never have a nuclear weapon, but Israel can. Okay. So there you have it. The meeting went well. Most points were agreed to, but the only point that really mattered, nuclear, was not. Effective immediately, the United States Navy, the finest in the world, will begin the process of blockading any and all ships trying to enter or leave the Strait of Hormuz. At some point, we will reach an all being allowed to go in and all being allowed to go out basis. But Iran has not allowed that to happen by merely saying there may be a mine out there somewhere that nobody knows about but them. This is world extortion, and leaders of countries, especially the United States of America, will never be extorted. I have also instructed our Navy to seek and indirect every vessel in international waters that has paid a toll to Iran. No one who pays an illegal toll will have safe passage on the high seas. We will also begin destroying the mines the Iranians laid in the straits. Any Iranian who fires at us or at peaceful vessels will be blown to hell. Iran knows better than anyone how to end this situation, which has already devastated their country. Their navy is gone, their air force is gone, their anti-aircraft and radar are useless. Kamali, whatever.
Commodity.
Kamani and most of their leaders are dead, all because of their nuclear ambition. The blockade will begin shortly. Other countries will be involved with this blockade. Iran will not be allowed to profit off this illegal act of extortion. They want money, and more importantly, they want nuclear. Additionally, and at an appropriate moment, we are fully locked and loaded, and our military will finish up the little that is left of Iran. President Donald J. Trump. So are you still trying to say that you're about to commit genocide, bro? I'm just curious because if you really think that people are going to back your little bullshit when it comes to blocking that Strait of Hormuz, you forget that you're already trying to block away from NATO. Do you really think that you can take everybody on?
Overconfidence. Without substance.
Do you think you can take everybody on?
One of the 6 signs of a stupid person.
Is that the reason why you built your little bunker in your ballroom? Because of this right here?
Yep.
That is the most long-winded fucking tweet I have ever seen in my life. Holy shit.
All right.
I didn't think you were allowed to do all that. Or is that separate ones? There must be 3 separate ones. Holy shit.
Maybe it is.
Because good Lord, I didn't think. Oh, that's Truth Social. Never mind.
Now, is this what you voted for? ICE murdering Americans in the streets, like Alex Peretti, Renee Nicole Good, Keith Porter Jr.
Let me step in. By the way, they did end up passing the fact that they have to release every fucking thing. Everything on Renee Cole Good's murder. Yeah, they have to. Or they are tried. They are in trouble. That is court ordered.
They're already in trouble anyway.
Oh, they're about to be fucked, and I can't wait.
Okay, so you voted for the top 1% to get $117 billion in tax cuts, while groceries, gas, and health care for the average American are up. You voted for Alligator Alcatraz. You voted for invading Venezuela. You voted for higher probability of war. You voted for division and hate over love and unity. You voted for a conflict in Iran. You voted for the poster child for the mediocre man who has the confidence without actual substance, a man who has no tact, that insults and verbally abuses women. That's who you voted for.
Oh yeah.
You voted for the MVP of racist white America who consistently insults people of color while his base gaslights everyone into thinking that they're reading too much into what he does and says. You voted for continued lies. You voted for cons and cover-ups. You voted for tariffs and enough money spent on war to end homelessness all over the country. So when people ask me, does my opinion of someone change when they tell me they're a Trump supporter? I answer, abso-fucking-lutely. What the fuck? Why would you do that? So you voted for all this stuff that's happened, Alligator Alcatraz, people they taking the little kids out of school and luring the parents out, and say all that vile shit. You voted for a woman getting shot in the face in Minnesota.
No, of course, but let that be of somebody else.
You want to cry about your Second Amendment right to be able to bear arms, but at the same time, you want to pick and choose who that applies to when Kyle Rittenhouse can go to a protest with a fucking assault rifle, but Alex Peretti can't go to a protest with a handgun. And you justify his death when your mom, hopefully your mom raised you that if a man is beating on a woman, be a man and step in and stop that, right? That's what Alex Peretti was doing when he was murdered by ICE.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what you voted for. This is what you like.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
So when people say, does my opinion change when I find out you're a Trump supporter? Yes, I think you're a piece of shit. I think you're a racist piece of shit. I think that you're scum on the bottom of my fucking shoe. You disgust me. The person that's in the Oval Office is an adjudicated rapist with 34 felonies who's being accused by multiple women. Multiple. But it was cool when there were multiple women accusing Dr. Cosby. But the same accusations levied against Donald Trump, an average male guzzling white boy, racist motherfucking white boy, and it's all good.
You know what?
He can still sit in a chair. He can send your kids to war. It's all good. He's white. He can do it. Fuck you. Sit and spin.
And I do also for those of the other.
For those that didn't hop on in time.
Well, no. This is for those. I'm trying to find a good way to word this. The ones that do the people that are not white.
The people who are actually allies, like the abolitionists.
The people that are not white that voted for this man. I want you to quickly think of your daughter. Your daughters. Oh, especially the men that are not white that have daughters.
Mm.
I want you guys to picture them dating a man like Trump. Would you be okay with that? Like, genuinely okay with that?
I mean, he's the president.
Would you be okay? Oh, fuck being a president, right? The morals of Trump, if he wasn't president, would you allow your daughter to date somebody like that?
Sure you would. Sure you would.
And do you consider yourself
he's got his tape
as
measure ready,
immoral as he is?
Mm.
You see where Diddy's at, right?
He would have got him out if it would have been in his interest.
No, it's far from it in his interest.
If he would have got him out, though, it would have been way too many people from his base who would have not
lost their fucking shit.
They wouldn't have been a fan of it because
because that video,
he's too powerful of a black man.
Oh yeah, way too
powerful. You don't want to release Jack Johnson. You don't want to release the Mann Act. So here's a hot take. So y'all mad at Diddy for having sex with adults who were down with what was going on. They consented.
Yeah, 'cause
But
that's what he
you're
was charged
not
with.
upset. You're not upset. You're not upset at someone who is touching little girls against their consent. They're not old enough to consent. You're not upset with that though. That guy can sit in the chair. That guy can have the nuclear codes. That guy can starve you out of your SNAP. That guy can fuck up your health care. That guy can send your kids to war to get blown to fucking pieces and come back with maybe an arm or a leg missing. And it's all good though, right? That guy can have a spiritual advisor that touches 12-year-old girls and gets out in 6 months when he should have done years.
That's what you guys support.
That's what you voted for.
Because I have literally come to the conclusion that you would get mad also. Now, mind you, I'm not the humongous fan of Dr. Umar, okay? But the amount of people that voted for Trump that got mad at fucking Umar because he fucked a white woman is hilarious to me. How fucking hilarious.
I don't care about Dr. Umar fucking a white woman.
I don't give a fuck about that.
I'm
okay,
more
and
worried about him lying about the fucking
Yeah,
school and taking
you're
the
more
fucking
worried about
money.
him fucking a white woman than you are about his ass in the fucking school.
And that's the problem with America now. We're too
Pick a
worried
struggle.
about everybody else's business. We're spending trillions of dollars on
Damn it.
war, on bombs and missiles. That money could be spent towards things to solve stuff over here. We got mental ill patients walking around with no medical, no attention towards their needs, stabbing people in the neck because they don't have their meds. They don't have nowhere to go to get looked after. We got homelessness through the fucking roof. We got gas prices and grocery prices through the fucking roof. We got oligarchs that's controlling everything, monopoly over everything, because the president gave them $117 billion in tax cuts, while the average working man that's helping run the fucking country has to spend $1,000 a month on groceries and is working from check to check with no idea of retirement in sight. Remember, you used to retire at 65? Does that seem like a possibility now? Talk to your friends about it. Do you have an exit strategy? Are you going to be out at 65 like your grandparents were? Or are you going to have to work a little longer? How many people that you see are elders, seniors, working at the Walmart, working at the Myers, working at the Kroger? Why? Why aren't they sitting at home watching Murder, She Wrote and
all
fucking
of them
Price is Right?
Are bored and wanting to get out. Let's make sure we click on that button first.
Yeah.
Not all. Some of them, I will definitely sit here and say they're probably bored and want to get out. I'm not going to throw that in the trash.
But not a large percentage.
But I guarantee you it's not going to be a large percentage of them, because I'll be damned dealing with some of y'all in the public. Y'all can fuck off. I ain't going back
But
to work.
how about that national deficit though?
Shall we talk?
Yeah.
So,
how much money we spending? Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, we have ran out of time, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this segment. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and get notified for every time we drop new content. Whether or not it's shorts or long form, I always do good whether or not I'm by myself or not. Either way, you still watch me. So, all right. Thanks again, you guys. Thanks again for your support as well, And we will see you next time on Wicked Wednesday, guys. Peace out. Got it?